Have you ever looked outside and thought, wow, that's a lot of weather? Maybe you've seen the sky turn from blue to gray in a matter of minutes, or felt the wind pick up so suddenly it rattled your windows. Weather in America isn't just a background detail, it's a force that shapes our daily lives, sometimes in ways we never expect. One day, it's sunny and calm, perfect for a picnic or a walk in the park. The next, a storm rolls in with a fury you've never seen, turning the world outside your window into a scene straight out of a thriller. The speed and drama of these changes can be breathtaking, and sometimes, a little frightening. Tornadoes roar across the plains, their twisting columns of wind tearing through fields and farms, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. These powerful storms can appear with little warning, reminding us just how unpredictable nature can be. Relentless rain floods city streets, turning familiar roads into rivers. Wildfires fueled by dry conditions and strong winds turn skies an eerie orange and force entire communities to evacuate. And when winter arrives, blizzards can bury small towns under feet of snow, cutting off power and making travel impossible. This isn't a disaster movie, it's the reality of weather in the US today. From coast to coast, Americans are experiencing more frequent and more severe weather events than ever before. It feels more intense, more unpredictable, and it's not just a feeling. Scientists and meteorologists are seeing the same thing in the data. Our weather is changing and it's happening fast. The storms are bigger, heat waves last longer, and floods reach higher than ever before. Hurricanes are growing in strength and droughts are stretching on for months, affecting everything from our water supply to the food we eat. We're living in a time of extremes, breaking records for heat, rainfall, and storm intensity year after year. Each season seems to bring new headlines about unprecedented weather events, making it clear that something fundamental is shifting. Understanding these changes is crucial for our safety and future. Emergency response teams are working harder than ever, and families are learning to prepare for disasters that once seemed rare or impossible. A single hurricane can release more energy than all the world's power plants combined in a single day. These storms can reshape coastlines, destroy homes, and leave lasting scars on communities. Wildfires can create their own weather, generating thunderclouds and lightning that spark even more fires. The heat and smoke can travel for hundreds of miles, affecting air quality far beyond the flames. And then, there are heat domes, massive zones of high pressure that trap regions under suffocating air, causing temperatures to soar for days or even weeks. These events can be deadly, especially for the vulnerable. These aren't isolated events, they're becoming more common and severe. The disasters we once called once in a century are now happening every few years, sometimes even more often. So, what's going on? Science tells us it's not just bad luck or coincidence. There are real measurable reasons behind these changes, and understanding them is the first step to adapting and protecting ourselves. Our country's unique geography, sprawling mountains, vast plains, and long coastlines, makes us especially vulnerable to a wide range of weather extremes. Add in the effects of global climate change and the rules of our weather are being rewritten before our eyes. By exploring these factors, we can become informed and prepared citizens. Communities are coming together to share information, build resilience, and support each other through tough times. Let's dive into the science behind America's wild weather and discover what we can do to face the storms ahead, together. It's easy to dismiss a big storm or hot summer as a fluke, a rare occurrence that won't happen again soon. But as we look closer, these events are becoming alarmingly frequent. What's changed is not just the occurrence but the frequency and intensity of these events. They are no longer anomalies but part of a disturbing pattern. Scientists, who meticulously analyze long-term data, have identified a clear trend. Our weather is becoming more extreme, more often. This isn't just a theory, it's a reality backed by data. The US now faces more billion-dollar weather disasters than ever before, a stark indicator of the escalating crisis. In the 1980s, we averaged 3 such events a year. Now, it's over 20. This dramatic increase is a wake-up call. Each disaster leaves a trail of destruction, displaces families, and strains our communities to their limits. The human and economic toll is immense. When disasters happen back-to-back, recovery becomes nearly impossible. Communities are left in a constant state of rebuilding. The acceleration is measurable, in dollars, acres burned, and lives disrupted. The impact is felt in every corner of the nation. We're not just in a bad weather year, we're in a new weather era. The patterns have shifted and so must our understanding. What was once a century storm might now happen every decade. The extraordinary has become the ordinary. Record-breaking heat waves are now expected parts of summer, challenging our infrastructure and health systems. Recognizing this trend is crucial. It allows us to prepare and adapt, rather than be caught off guard. It helps us see these events as part of a larger pattern, not isolated incidents. This understanding is vital for planning. This shift in perspective is the first step toward resilience. Communities must come together to plan and prepare. We must prepare for the future, not just react to the past. Proactive measures are essential to mitigate future impacts. The baseline has shifted, so must we. Our survival depends on our ability to adapt and respond to these new challenges. Why does the US get so much wild weather? It's all about geography. Warm, moist air from the Gulf meets cold, dry air from the Arctic over the flat Central Plains. Two major mountain ranges and two vast oceans shape and fuel our storms. This setup creates instability, fuel for severe thunderstorms and tornadoes, especially in Tornado Alley. The Atlantic and Gulf breed hurricanes, while the Pacific influences droughts and floods in the west. Atmospheric rivers can drench the west coast, but long dry spells bring drought and wildfires. Our geography guarantees a variety of extremes, from hurricanes to blizzards to wildfires. But now, a warming climate is supercharging these natural tendencies. America's wild weather is getting even wilder. If geography sets the stage, then climate change is the relentless force turning up the volume, amplifying every note of nature's symphony. Climate change is not just a background hum, it's a crescendo that demands attention. Burning fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases, which act like a thickening blanket around our planet, trapping heat and steadily raising Earth's temperature, creating a feverish planet. This extra heat energizes the climate system, fueling more extreme weather events from violent storms to relentless droughts. A warmer atmosphere holds more moisture, like a sponge ready to release its burden, leading to heavier downpours and flash floods that can transform streets into rivers in moments. Hurricanes draw power from warm oceans, now hotter than ever, turning them into more formidable and destructive forces. These storms are becoming stronger and wetter. Meanwhile, heat waves are more frequent, last longer, and reach unprecedented temperatures. Extreme heat is deadly, straining our bodies, power grids, and crops, threatening food security and energy stability. Wildfires burn hotter and longer, fueled by drought and heat, consuming vast swaths of land. The science is clear. Drought conditions and rising temperatures are a dangerous mix. A warmer world means more dangerous weather, with each disaster leaving a trail of destruction. We're seeing these changes now in our communities, not in some distant future. The impacts are immediate and personal, affecting lives and livelihoods. Climate change is reshaping our weather in real time, altering the very fabric of our daily lives. These trends aren't just numbers, they're real disasters affecting millions. Hurricane Ian rapidly intensified, slamming Florida with record storm surge and over $115 billion in damage. In the west, wildfires fueled by drought and heat turned skies orange and choked cities with smoke. A December tornado outbreak tore across Kentucky, with a single tornado on the ground for 165 miles, unheard of for that time of year. Hurricane Ida's remnants dumped record rain on New York, flooding subways and homes. These events show that no region or season is safe from extreme weather. This is the new face of America's weather. Extreme weather looks different across the US, and every region faces unique threats. The Northeast now sees more intense rainfall and flooding, not just snowstorms. The Midwest faces shifting tornado zones and more frequent devastating floods. The Southeast is hit by stronger, wetter hurricanes that bring both coastal surges and inland flooding. Out west, drought, heat, and wildfires are the defining threats, straining water supplies and choking the air. Wildfire seasons are longer and more destructive than ever. Each region's battle is different, but the stakes are rising everywhere. Understanding these threats is key to preparing for what's next. America's weather challenges are as diverse as its landscapes. This isn't just about weather, it's about people. Extreme weather disrupts lives, health, and livelihoods. Families lose homes to hurricanes and wildfires. Recovery can take years. Heat waves and smoke threaten health, especially for the vulnerable. Floods contaminate water and bring disease. Disasters cause stress and anxiety. Food prices rise when crops are destroyed. Insurance and taxes go up for everyone. Power outages, school closures, and canceled plans become more common. The rhythm of daily life is upended. These changes touch every aspect of our lives. That's why this issue is personal for all of us. Are we ready for more extreme weather? Not yet. Our infrastructure was built for a different climate and is struggling to keep up. Power grids fail, stormwater systems are overwhelmed, and building codes lag behind new risks. Many families lack emergency plans or supplies. Emergency responders are stretched thin during widespread disasters. We need to shift from reacting to disasters to building resilience. That means upgrading infrastructure, updating policies, and preparing at every level. The time to act is now, before the next disaster strikes. The weather is getting wilder, but we're not helpless. We can act, individually in our communities and as a nation. Governments and industries can accelerate clean energy and invest in resilient infrastructure. Smart planning can keep people out of harm's way and restore natural buffers. Communities can create emergency plans, check on neighbors, and build support networks. Preparedness and connection make us stronger. At home, get an emergency kit, know your risks, and have a plan. Reduce your carbon footprint and advocate for climate-friendly policies. Stay informed and engaged. Your actions matter. The challenge is great, but so is our capacity for innovation and cooperation. Together, we can build a safer, more hopeful future. Let's get to work. The next chapter is ours to write.